Hello, Sean, Beth, Matilda, and Clara Jade, and to all those playing along at home. Well, I'm about halfway to the Kangaroo campsite. Traffic's been okay. Not much new information. Seems to have been together for the last few days on the whole, really. So I thought, seeing as was the day of all the family going to the dentist, woo! Clara Jade winning the prize of actually getting the appointment at 2:30. Hey, well done, Clara. I thought I'd share with you a story that was told to me when I was a little boy. So once upon a time, in a faraway town, a small village called Rosedale, there was a community there, people living there, happy times. What's that noise? Oh, it's the speedway. You think of all the cars and that's different. What's that? Sean, Beth, Matilda, and Clara Jade all run outside to find out what the noise is. It's definitely not the trucks going through town, and it's definitely not the speedway. It's definitely not the local planes flying low in the area. What's that noise? And in the middle of the street is a giant, screaming and screaming. Roar! People on Facebook get on Facebook and blame it on the teenagers, but all the animals are going quiet. All the birds in the trees, all the pets, all the dogs, all the chickens, except for the roosters. You can never stop a rooster.
In 1 kilometre, at the roundabout, take the second exit.
Thank you, Siri. People go to the streets. Where's this noise coming from? And they find the giant, and sitting on the football oval. Because they need all the space to spread out, you know. There's this big old giant head.
At the roundabout, take the second exit.
Arms that reach for, like this much. And legs that go on. And it kind of smells. And it looks a bit like a 17-year-old who's just had their birthday. A giant.
In about 1.5 kilometres, at the roundabout, take the second exit.
Yes, Siri. The grown-ups are trying to take control of the situation. The football players are saying, hurry up, we want to get on with our finals. And no one's listening. The giant's just roaring and doing this.
In 800 metres, at the roundabout, take the second exit.
And it roars for hours and hours until it becomes tired from all the crying and the roaring. It was crying.
At the roundabout, take the second exit.
Siri. It was crying. Beth, Matilda, and Clara Jade, being very brave girls, went up to the giant slowly and said, Hey there, buddy. What's with all the ruckus? What's the matter?
In 2.8 kilometres, at the roundabout, take the second exit.
I'm trying to build drama here, Siri. Oh, says the giant. Okay. Use your words, not your muscles. Oh, it hurts! Says the very large 17-year-old giant. What hurts up, mate? What hurts? Shh, it's okay. What hurts? My tooth! And sure enough, the giant had been eating their lunch and hadn't cooked their noodles correctly, and they'd broken their tooth, and it had all fallen out, and now looked like a rock garden on the side of the football oval, which the football players are not going to be enjoying when it comes to next Sunday's match. Oh no, says the poor girls. Whatever can we do about this? And then the giant went, "Roar!" They all moved back and, whoa.
In 1 kilometre, at the roundabout, take the second
Yes,
exit.
it's roundabout, Siri. I'm going in a straight line. Big fella, we're going to give you some room. And they move away. And then they look at the rock garden that had been lovely displayed. And they assembled to go with, that's like almost the whole tooth. And then they went and
At
washed
the
their
roundabout,
hands.
take the second exit.
And then they went and washed their hands. So clearly the whole tooth had broken up and completely fallen out. And had they just met with a local dentist earlier that day, they knew that meant there was a pretty clean cavity in there. What can be done next is what they need is to put a new tooth in its spot. Right. Beth goes,
In about 3.5 kilometres, at the roundabout, take the second exit onto Kui Rup Bypass.
I like shiny rocks. I'm going to get a rock. A rock is a great idea. It'll be shiny, it'll look like bling, it'll look fabulous. And she got a large rock. Actually pulled it out of the school gardens. And they said, here you go, big giant cave troll Sean giant. Try this. And he went, oh, okay, shoved it in. And, that's a bit heavy. And then he tried to eat some more poorly made noodles and just felt like dirt in his mouth. He went, pah! Woo! And the stone flew across the yard and landed back in the school grounds like nothing had ever happened. That clearly didn't work. Matilda went, I think we're on the right idea, but that was too heavy and too dirty. What we need is... See, Tilda wants to be a botanist. She loves nature and trees. She also likes axes, so she doesn't mind chopping up a piece of wood. So she went around the corner to the red gum firewood suppliers and got a lovely big piece of wood, chopped it into like a big old tooth shape, and wedged that in. He went, oh, that's beautiful. Look how shiny it is. Oh, I like the texture. The texture, I like the bark on the outside. It looks pretty cool. Then he tried to eat some more poorly made noodles and
In 1 kilometre, at the roundabout, take the
pulled that
second
out.
exit onto Kui Rup Bypass.
That didn't work either. So then Tilda and Beth went and had feelings about all this, and they went and sat by themselves to have feelings. I don't understand that bit, because that's not what my stories are about. Clara Jade.
At the roundabout, take the second exit onto Kui Rup Bypass.
The least in any way. Siri, will you please stop interrupting me about roundabouts? The rock was good and strong. That didn't break. But it was too heavy and dirty.
In
Hard to
about
clean
3
rock.
kilometres, at the roundabout, take the second exit onto Rossiter Road towards Tooradin.
Maybe I'll just go through the roundabout. I'm going to the end of the road. Ooh. And wood by being pretty, can kind of fall apart when you're trying to eat poorly made noodles. What we need is something that's strong, but not too heavy, and a bit shiny, because we did like the pretty before. And then she looked at Tilda's axe that Tilda had left behind when she was wandering off to go and have feelings somewhere. Tilda picked up that axe and went, and smashed it on the rock, breaking the axe head off. All the bits of wood flew everywhere. She bent down and picked up the axe head. It's a beautiful, shiny, silvery axe. Nice and clean, not like it's been left in the backyard for the last 2 years. Knocked out the bit of wood, went up, said, hey, big fella, hey, I've got something. Oh, your teeth are terrible. Your teeth give me headaches. I've got a different tooth. Trust me, says Clara Jane. And he puts it in.
In 1 kilometre, at the roundabout, take the second exit onto Rossiter Road towards Tooradin.
Puts it in place, massages it. And it holds pretty good. Doesn't move anywhere. Holds in place well. And he goes, this is pretty good. And he went to pick up more poorly made noodles. I went, hey there, big fella. Maybe
At the roundabout, take the second exit onto Rossiter Road towards Tooradin.
put down the noodles. No more noodles. What you need is more fruit. More fibre in your diet would be a not bad idea, hey, big smelly 17-year-old giant. Oh, all right. But an apple's like this big for the giant. So he just leant into the primary school yard and picked up a whole lemon tree. Now, lemon trees at that school are quite big. The people haven't been to that.
At the roundabout, take the
Picked it
second
up
exit onto South
and
Gippsland Highway towards Tooradin.
But because his tooth was now, one of his teeth was now an axe, it chopped it all up. Didn't chop it into splinters though. Chopped it into nice, delicious, citrusy flavoured notes. Nom, 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 nom. And then he went, oh, I feel happy now. Sorry, it's a roundabout. His mouth didn't hurt anymore. He stopped roaring. And Clara Jade said, there you go. All you needed was some citrus. And a nice shiny...
In about 12 kilometres, at the roundabout, take the first exit onto Baxter Tooradin Road towards Frankston.
And I shall stop roaring now because I'm meant to sound happier. I'm so happy right now. See my happy. I mean, thank you. And the giant walked back to his cave. He made a screen come up and he pushed little squares around for the next 7 hours, which is quite the happy place for a cave troll giant to be. People stopped posting on Facebook. The chickens started making noises. The roosters continued to make noises. And the rock garden in the football oval really annoyed the football players on Sunday. But all the girls went home going, gee, aren't we clever? And even though we had feelings, we still solved our problems anyway. And that was as good as ending as any. And we never questioned where were the parents. The end. Well, to the thank you of Siri in participating in my story. And me trying to remember how the story went as I was driving along. And there's a helicopter there. I'm a bit closer now to the kangaroo campsite. I'm going to see a lot of friends more than likely. I'm going to make some new friends. And I'm going to have some photographs and stuff, and I'll share that with you tomorrow. But for now, brush your teeth. Because the dentist man said brush your teeth today. I love you all so much. Look after each other, look after your mum. And I'll good night to you tomorrow. Mwah.